Yo, what is going on? My name is Sweet Phil. Today in this video right here, I'm showing you, in my opinion anyways, the best way to start a Barbarian here for Diablo 2 Resurrected. This is going to be the full build of, in a lot of slots it's going to be best available stuff, but there are weapons that you can go shop from vendors, and then eventually make rune words and stuff like that that'll help your character out a ton that you need to know about. So as we jump into it here, all I ask is hit the like button for me, won't you? I mean, if you're watching YouTube and you're not hitting the like button, how you even living your life, bro? So we'll jump into the stats. Right here, you can see strength and dexterity, just like most characters. You put enough in it to wear your gear, and you dump the rest into vitality. Pretty standard over here. Don't need to really put a lot of time into explaining that one. When we go over to the skill tree, these shouts here, you don't necessarily even have to use these. Sometimes I get over and I use actual shout to increase your defense, but I really don't use it all that much. So this will be one that's kind of, if you have points left over or you can't put them into the skill yet because you're not high enough level to do one of the more important ones, you can try to get to shout if you want to. Combat skill, double swing. I only got the 1 point into double swing just to get 2 swings, it doesn't really boost it up that much. You only get 5% extra attack rating for going up another level here, and you do get 10% for every level into bash, but I ended up not doing that because there's actually something better, in my opinion, to put them into. That's combat mastery, and you put them all into mace mastery because that is what you end up using for your weapons here early on here for Diablo 2 Resurrected. Now it bumps up the attack rating a ton, it bumps up the damage a lot, and you notice it adds to crit strike, and crit strike will cause your hit to do double damage. It was a lower percentage and it bumped up, and now as the skills get higher, the next level isn't raising it. Maybe it might raise 1 or 2% every other skill point you put into it, and then as you get higher tier 2, these are good ones to put just 1 point into here. All 4 of these down here: natural resistance, increased speed, iron skin, and increased stamina. Those are just, the little 1 point wonder skills here that are good to do. So that's all you really need to do here. It's just you want to get the 1 point into double swing, and you're putting into mace mastery here. And like I said, the getting down to shout here is optional. Eventually I'll get find item here in a little bit, but I just haven't got around to it yet. Don't do a lot of magic finding right at the very beginning, but that's kind of like later on. You can use find item. Let's jump into the stuff you're going to be using here to actually kill stuff, your items. So the weapons here are very important. Right off the bat, you can go over to Akara, and I know these maces are usually for paladins, but you can use them on anything. These are not class specific scepters, and I try to buy these ones with sockets in them, and you can put any gems you find. It depends on what you got. I put 2 chipped and I forget what sapphires in that one. I couldn't remember the name of that gem. Two chipped sapphires, so that would kind of chill out and slow down whatever I'm attacking. And I put some actually flawed, I keep forgetting the names of these gems right now, don't worry about it. The one that adds lightning, topaz, there you go, buddy. So it adds a ton of lightning there. If you can't, buy either the white ones. So I do want to mention real quick that for mace mastery, that does work for these scepters. You see it says mace class, but for rune words, you cannot put mace only rune words into these scepters. It's a weird way how they made the game. So tier L makes steel, and it seems like it'd be a good rune word for this, but it will not work. So do not make that mistake. Do not try to put steel into this 2-socketed scepter. Right off the bat, if you can find them, they're only 315 gold, or actually these socketed ones are only 315 gold too. The magic ones are usually super expensive, but the 6 to 11 damage early on is like higher than you're going to get on like a short sword or anything like that. And this way you can put it into mace mastery, you get that crit strike chance on this. So that's why you go with these maces, and the fast attack speed is also awesome. Along with maces, just a little bonus, all maces do have that 50% damage to the undead. I will jump the armor. I just got a blank 2 open socketed leather armor. I will eventually make stealth in this, just like every early on character. You wear stealth. I'm only level 15 right now, so I can't wear it yet, so I just didn't put the runes in it yet. I got them sitting over in my inventory. For helmet, I just put on the best barb helm I could find, so I get 1 more to mace mastery. Beyond that, you can get a socketed helm and just stick in some rubies or something to get some health, or as always, you know, use the best thing you can find. Gloves, just put in the best thing I could find up until this point, which is garbage, but you know, there isn't a lot of good options over here, just the best you can find. Boots, I mean, if you can get something like this, that's amazing, but you might not be able to. You probably won't be able to. Some rare boots with a little bit of res on them or something like that would be the way to go on that one. There's not really a whole lot of other options there either, and this is just a cool amulet. You know, I found it. Hit recovery will help you out a little bit here for what I got, but for here and for the rings, any max damage, any attack rating and stuff like that can help your character out on rings. You don't need faster cast rates, so you don't have to worry about trying to get faster cast rate stuff. So just anything that adds to resistances, adds to damage, and adds to attack rating for your character. Now on Switch, this is kind of an important thing too. Hopefully you're still sticking around here for the video, because you don't have a lot of area of effect damage, so actually grabbing strangling gas potions is semi-important, especially if you're running the Countess. You got the whole herd of ladies down there. You know, you poison them with the strangling gas potions, and then while they're poisoned, you run up and hit them, and then when the poison runs out, take a step back, poison the whole bunch, come up and hit them again, and that's one of the faster ways to take them down. And you see there's a quantity of 18 right there. I'll show you a little trick. You never want these to run out, then you got to find some more. If you can sell these to the vendor, and then boom, it instantly becomes a full quantity. You buy it back. Now you have a full gas potions, and you can have one here and one here. So, you know, double up on those on swap, throw them, come back to your normal weapons and attack. Now, after you get into Act 2, like I've said in other videos, get a belt, a belt. I know this belt is actually called belt. I know it's kind of funny. It sounds weird. I don't know. But get yourself a belt, because then you get 3 slots open here. I just got my hands on this one, so I didn't even fill up my belt yet. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Whoop. So there's what you get in Act 2. And then also in Act 2 over at Farah, you get that belt. Also go ahead and get a flail. Preferably look for, you can shop her, you know, if you go a few times, get yourself a 3-socketed flail. You can buy it from Farah and make yourself a malice. It adds 1 to 40 damage on the max here. I can't quite use it yet because I need to get like 1 more level. I can put a couple more points into dex and strength, and then I can use it. But the enhanced damage, max damage, minus the attack rating, open wounds, there's so much stuff on here. It's pretty wild. And it's still a mace. It's still, you're going into mace mastery, so you're going to get that crit strike from that too. You know, you get the 50% damage to the undead, so any of the, you know, skeletons, zombies, stuff like that. So malice is actually amazing, and once you get to Act 2, you can dual wield these as soon as you can manage to make them. But you might need to do some Countess runs to get the runes too. But that's going to be even better than these scepters here, using 2 of those malices. So another good option that I definitely have to mention is the steel rune word. You can put it in a mace, just like malice, but this one just takes 2 super low runes, Tier and L, and you get all these awesome bonuses: 25% increased attack speed, the little bit of enhanced damage, but the min and max attack rating, 50% chance of open wounds, and mana after kill, which early on is surprisingly useful. So I'm a little conflicted on which one's actually better. Take both into consideration. You're usually, I haven't done it yet. I still got Ryan up here, but you know, you can get a 3-socketed bow and stick some gems in it, help out your mercenary there and stuff like that. But I would probably just go with the Act 2 mercenary like normal, and on all the other characters, get yourself a polearm, and you can do something similar. This malice, you can put that in anything, so you can go ahead and make one of those if you want to for your mercenary, or obviously you can grab any type of spear, plug any gems in it. You can to add damage that way too, and stuff like that. So not too tough there for the mercenaries. Pretty much standard Act 2 mercenaries, always the best. But just a quick recap on the super important parts there. Go over to Akara here, and you can buy those from Akara here, those maces. Boom, boom, boom. You see them right here. There's a 2-socketed one, and it is the gray, but see how much expensive it is? 25,000. If you want to get one with notes, no skills on it. They're going to be way too expensive. This one's only 400. That wouldn't be bad. Go ahead and grab that right quick if you're in a hurry and you don't feel like shopping for a while. But get those scepters, get this belt as soon as you go into Act 2, and then once you get over to Farah, get yourself a 3-socket flail. Try to make malice, or you could just plug a bunch of gems into that. That'll add damage to that too. So this is going to be the best way, and I will mention Barb is one of the hardest ones to start off with because it's melee damage, which is really weak in Diablo 2, and also you don't have almost any area of effect stuff on your character, so it's going to be a fun one for you. It's a good challenge. Hope you all go ahead and do it. So if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe up to the channel if you never want to miss any of the Diablo 2 content. So peace out, YouTube. Hopefully I catch you in the next video. Don't forget, keep slaying.